Natural Samoa water, the taste of nature.
Good afternoon, everyone. Very warm welcome to you all. It's a pleasure to have you all today. I believe you all have a very busy schedule this afternoon, but your presence adds a significance to this event or to the launching of our first ever digital animation book. So without further ado, I'm delighted to introduce our dignitaries and our special guests who are here with us today. Angela Page, the Pacific Program Lead from the University of Newcastle, Australia. Thank you for coming. As well as the two lecturers from the Newcastle University who are here with us. Thank you also for being with us to this very special day. And Loa Fionga, Teresa Tupola Sorensen, the co-founder of the Pacific Kids Learning. Thank you for your support and thank you for bringing this event into reality. Thank you also to all our distinguished guests who are here to be eyewitness for this digital animation. Today particularly is the launching of our first ever digital animation, and we are excited to embark on this journey together and share this special moment together. We welcome you all in the precious mighty name of our Lord Jesus Christ. Let's pray. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for bringing us together this far. And we thank you for your amazing love that is always shining upon each and every life. Thank you for the cross of Jesus. Thank you for the great salvation that he has done on the cross of Calvary. Here we are gathering together because you are the source of knowledge, source of wisdom, and the source of understanding. We are here today to witness all this gift that you have given to each and every one of us. So we thank you, Lord, for everything, and thank you for all these participants who are here with us. It's a blessing, and we say, let your precious holy name be exalted and be lifted on high. So we thank you. Be with us today, right from the start to the end of this event, and we bring everything into your presence. Thank you for your protection upon each and every one of us. In your precious mighty name, Jesus. Amen. So I hand it over to Teresa to continue the next part of our program.
Talofa lava everyone. Malo lava sui fua maua malangi mama. Familiatu. I'm recovering from sickness, so I apologize for my my voice today. I'm going to be speaking a bit later on. But I want to welcome you here on behalf of Pacific Kids Learning. We've journeyed here from Aotearoa, New Zealand and Australia to be with you here today to celebrate the wonderful talents and the amazing knowledge that is found right here at Moata'a Primary School. The capabilities within the education staff to create a digital resource alongside us has come to fruition today. We are excited to show you today's animation. Before we begin, I want to acknowledge the University of Newcastle. I'm going to invite Angela to come up and say a few words about the project. It is a bigger project than just the animations that you will see today, but I will hand the microphone over to Angela Page from the University of Newcastle. Yeah.
Talofa. The University of Newcastle is proud to share the Mangroves Guardian of the Brink, which is a wonderful digital story from Moata'a Primary School, produced in partnership with Pacific Kids Learning. This story is one half of a broader cross-cultural storytelling project facilitated by the University of Newcastle, made possible through our successful funding from the Australian Cultural Diplomacy Grant Program, administered by Australia's Department of Foreign Affairs and Trade. This project is aligned with the UN Sustainable Development Goal 14, Life Below Water, and aims to deepen environmental stewardship by giving grassroots communities in Samoa and regional New South Wales the tools to share their own knowledge of wetlands and waterways in their own words and languages. In Samoa, this has meant working with Moata'a Primary School and the Pacific Kids Learning to produce the Tonga Tongo stories. I apologise for my pronunciation. I have been practicing all day and I still got it wrong. Led by the school's principal, Mr. Tito, follows the voices of marine life through the Moata'a mangrove ecosystem, showing young viewers how these wetlands nurture wildlife, support local livelihoods and protect the coastal communities. Sorry, these books are falling down. I'm just going to pause to move them. Alongside this, in Australia, the project has supported an Aboriginal children's story centred on the wetlands and waterways, reimagined collaboratively by Language Revitalisation Initiative, Waiala Pale and members of the Wanarua community, and realised as a children's book, which I have here, copies of that we have bought. Brought to life through artwork by local primary school students, carefully developed through community consultation to protect cultural integrity. The university is well placed to facilitate this kind of exchange. This project is a representation of the university's commitment to our Pacific neighbours and regional communities. We are proud to have played a role facilitating this important exchange to preserve and share Indigenous generational knowledge and enhance future generations' understanding and capacity to share for country. At its heart, the project is about reciprocity, honouring Pacific values and Indigenous practices that centre respect, collective responsibility, and the safe transmission of intergenerational wisdom. It strengthens the relationship between Indigenous communities on both sides of the Pacific, ensuring cultural knowledge is preserved, shared with integrity, guided by those to whom it belongs, and passed on with care. As part of the exchange, students from Woodbury Public School in Newcastle have illustrated the dreaming story Tiddalik. Tiddalik is the frog. And we're bringing copies with us as a gift to Moata'a. In turn, the Woodbury students back in Newcastle will get to watch the Moata'a digital story. So both groups of children get to experience each other's storytelling. Tiddalik retells a Dreamtime story about a giant frog who drinks up all the water in the billabong during a drought, and how the other animals work together using laughter to get the water flowing again. It's told in the Wanarua language with English translations throughout, with Wanarua words contributed by Tammy Hunter of Waiala Pale, and every illustration hand-drawn by Woodbury students, and it's got a glossary and pronunciation guide. Thank you to everyone who made this happen. The teachers and students at Moata'a Primary School for their generosity in sharing their wetlands knowledge and story, and the team at Pacific Kids Learning, especially Teresa and Melanie for producing the story and giving it a platform to reach children across the Pacific, and students and staff at Woodbury Public School for their creativity and care in bringing Tiddalik to life, and also DFAT for funding this exchange. We're excited for this to be just the beginning of our relationship between the communities, and we're keen to learn more about what everyday classroom life looks like for children in Samoa. Here's to many more short stories shared between us. Whawhatai lava.
Just before I give a very brief about the book, I just want to acknowledge the work done by these people. Thank you to Angela Page and the team, the lecturers from the University of Waikato for giving us this opportunity to work or to challenge us to work on something about our mangroves field. Thank you very much. I would also like to congratulate the work done by Teresa Tupola Sorensen and Porter Melissa. These are the very people who have made sometimes not really nice or urging me and the staff to keep going, and these are the only people who actually knew that I always withdrew from this project as we go along. So thank you very much, Teresa and Melissa, for your patience. You know, we went through ups and downs of carrying on this project, but here we are. Launching this book is a blessing. To my team of teachers who have helped along, doing a marvelous job, thank you for your support. And I want to acknowledge them, Ms. Wailima, my Vice Principal. Can you please stand? Ms. Fasenga Sakaria, the hard working person on this book. Thank you very much for your support and the effort that was put in this book. Mr. Palali, Marquis Palali, at the back there, and Miss Uptaua Leopepe. So that's my team who have been working really hard on this project. Thank you very much. This book gave us a huge opportunity to take on new challenges, to do researching, as well as field tripping. The book itself, we basically looked at, number one, mangroves field and its relation to the community, the significance of mangroves to the ecosystem, especially the marine life. Number three, the vital role of mangroves in protecting our seashore, and many others. Guardians, as it's given the name, Oleoleo Otuaoi, or the guardians of the Brink, that clarifies one of the functions or one of the significant role played by the mangroves, in protecting, in breaking down strong waves in bad seasons. So the name is given is just to reflect the work of the mangroves. So from the start to the end of the book, everything is there with regards to why mangroves should be protected. And I believe this tool will further the children's learning, not only in Samoa, but especially the Pacific region. Thank you. Say four.
Okay. On behalf of Pacific Kids Learning, we are the ones who created the digital resource. So we were approached by the University of Newcastle to come to Samoa and work with the local teachers here. I want to, before we share the animation with you, I want to give a little bit of background about who we are, why we do the work that we do, and then we'll be able to share the animation. I'm going to skip a few things. Yeah, o mātou o Pacific Kids Learning. We are mother-founded and Pacifica-led. So we are daughters of Samoa. Even though we don't live here anymore, our parents come from here, and we have a duty and a responsibility to make sure we come back and share what we've learned overseas. So this is very much a partnership, very much a collaboration. We could not have done it without the teachers and staff here at Moata'a. The method that we use is called village-centered production. That means we work together from the beginning all the way to the end to ensure that the animation is completed. From the drafting of the story, to the editing of the story, to the storyboarding, to the illustrations, to the animation, to the narrations, all the way to post-production, we are together, working together with Moata'a Primary School. It is a very proud moment today to see it finally completed, but it was very important for us to come back to the village and make sure that you are able to share it together and view it together. Is what has driven the story. And so it's really important that we are here to celebrate local stories, local knowledge made by local people. Okay, so we've done a little bit of work in Samoa already. Over the last few years, we've been making animations. We've created 6 animations just last year that was launched at the Mad Art Gallery with other female authors that are based here in Samoa. We will also have done a digital activation at Mangroves College during Chogam. We've also done a digital art workshop at the Efakasa Lulumwenga School of Fine Arts. So it's great that we are now able to come to Moata'a Primary School to co-create and co-design an animation alongside the school principal and the teachers that are here. Before we launch the animation, I want to share a little snippet of the work that Pacific Kids Learning did with the Efakasa School of Fine Arts. One more concept I want to talk about is going digital. The importance of us casting our eyes towards digital education. And where do our children sit in terms of reaching those goals? And sometimes it's a matter of, let's just make one, let's just make an animation and show them that it's possible. So that's what we do. We like to come back to Samoa, work together with the community and create an experience to show them what is possible. So bear with me. I want to show you a little snippet about the work that we did there, and then we can share a little bit about the Moata'a story.
Suya fine. Atu mawa fava.
Today we are hosting a digital workshop at Lulumwenga School of Fine Arts.
We're going to be presenting to 20 students who are traditional artists using art forms like painting, carving, and they're going to explore what digital drawing could be like.
See this thing here? When I'm finished, I can just hide the other layer, so I just have the lines. So different layers here.
Thank you girls for joining us today. Can somebody share just some of the things that you learnt in this morning's part of the workshop?
I found that using technology is way easier than just painting it, because when we paint we make mistakes and it's very hard to erase it, but on tablets we were able to erase it just straight away.
You're a living seed that has evolved from home, and when you come here, it's nurtured and you just flourish in your own way. You don't have to be someone you're not. You can be yourself. The modern world is moving, and it is also our duties as nurturers and guide of this talent to be able to seek opportunities that our young ones can be able to experience, to learn.
Marisi mea o mataulo ai o I le tablet e whangaina le tablet e tele lanu e whangaina maua o malanu a matau whangaina ia vali e mix a reise lanu e mwhainga mako mix e tele ngalua na whai mai alo e le taimi a matau whangaina ia lunga le tablet e maua o mga luenga mai e tele tunga pulumu tunga peni whanga e whainga ofi a te matau whaftairaba.
I just want to acknowledge Miss Puta. We go way back, and our mothers go way back too. And it's just funny how you see that it's on a mother's love. So it's not just us, but also for all mothers that wants what they want for their child. And I think that's what this institution is all about. It's a mother of arts. That any child that comes in will not leave without. They'll always have a atopona to take with them, that they're able to help enable their journey in life.
So I will take you through the journey of how this animation was made alongside the teachers here and with the support of the University of Newcastle. We came here about a year ago and sat down in what used to be the library, and we talked with the teachers and showed them some of the animations e whaunga le 2D, but le 3D, but le VR, e mawhainga bring these animations or these stories to life. How it excites the children, how it makes the stories become movement and audio is a different level of storytelling. But e whaungai, our history and our traditional methods side by side. So the reason why I wanted to show you the work at Maru e Whakasa School of Fine Arts, the technology is not to replace the traditional. They can work side by side. And because our children are growing up in the digital age, we have to try to reach them where they are using technology. So side by side, traditional plus modern. How can we find that balance? We have to work together to find the right balance. In this age of AI, we have to look at the ethical use of AI, how that protects our culture and language and our environmental stories as well. Yeah, so we started with the script. which was written by our school principal here and translated as well. Many drafts, many edits, going through the story, checking and changing. You know, the script is the most important part. Yeah. Then we moved to the storyboard. Started drawing and drafting each frame one by one. Come back to Moata'a. Does it look okay? Yeah. Change the colour of the crabs. Change what the mangroves look like. Get a little feedback. A lot of feedback coming back to us. Yeah, we change it again. It's very important that everybody is proud of the final product. So many changes back and forth to change the storyboard. Also looking at the individual animals that we can find here in the mangroves and how representation is important from a Samoan lens. It's very, very important. Then it came to the voices. Who should be the voice of the story? So we came to the teachers and asked them to go into the studio to record the different characters of the story, which you're going to hear today. And some of our narrators are right here in the room. Can we put our hands together for our narrators? It's important that they play a part in the production, not just write the story, but join us in creating the animation. So they also offered their voices for the cartoons as well. I want to share that the animation, there are two versions. Leile version ngangana Samoa, and there is a version in English as well. And so there are dual benefits to each animation, whether the children want to listen to it in Samoan and also listen to it in English as well. Just like our friends here at the University of Newcastle, I'm going to ask Savali and Lawson. Savali and Lawson, can you look at the back table? And there are some books on the table. Tope mai. Yeah, the books on the back table there. We also did a print copy for the school library as well as our mea lofa. Yeah, bring it to the front, please. Yeah, to our school principal. Yeah. Come on, don't be scared. Yeah, put on the table here. Yeah, that's our mea lofa there. We have two sizes. Yeah. Digital is a dream, it's a goal, right? And we're going to get there slowly, but also important to bring some print copies as well. The digital animation is available free to view across Samoa, www.pacificdigitallibrary.com. Please take a note of this important digital library because there are cartoons on there in Ngangana Samoa already that are free for your children to watch. They are made by Samoan authors, drawn by Samoan artists, and animated by PKL. So if you haven't looked at the library already, all you need to do is create a login, free login, and you can watch this animation as well. I want to acknowledge Imagine Science. Can we put our hands together? The two here at the front. Do you want to say something about Imagine Science? Since you're here, alo, come to the front. They run a very important organization called Imagine Science. You tell them what you do.
Oh my goodness. Hello everyone. My name is Alo and I'm a science communicator at Imagine Science Samoa. So our organization is a non-government organization and we have been partnering with the Ministry of Education in supporting the science education in ECE level, primary school, and of course this year we're approaching the high school students as well. So if you want to know more about our organization, you can visit our science center at Malifa. So it's right opposite Credit Union, where all the teachers go there for, some tea time and stuff. Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Alo. I met Alo in Fiji. So we were at a STEM conference together and they presented about their work, we presented about our work. One thing that Alo has mentioned before is they are short on digital resources. So we know this. We're here to share. we had to share the resources. So thank you, Moata'a, for making this animation, but also available for other kids at Imagine Science to watch if you access the library. All right, are we ready to watch the animations now? Yes. Yeah. E amata male English bole English first.
Mangroves, guardians of the brink. Mangroves, guardians of the brink. This book is dedicated to the teachers, students, and the community of Moata'a Primary School in Samoa. Written by Tumapu Wailili Fialua Tito, School Principal. Hello, Miss Crab. How's it going?
Shh. Quiet, Mr. Mallet. Otherwise, clam, shrimp, kingfisher, heron and crow might see us. Mr. Mallet looked around and gasped.
Wow, what an amazing ecosystem.
Miss Crab smiled. Oh yes, a lot of marine animals breed and raise their babies here.
Hey, look at those baby clams and shrimps.
Mr. Mallet gasped. Exactly, said Miss Crab. They cling to mangrove roots to grow safely from morning until night. Even students come here to conduct scientific research on the mangroves ecosystem.
So, many mangroves have countless usages, right, Miss Crab?
Absolutely. They filter sediments and pollutants from the water. They reduce soil erosion, provide habitats for tiny fish, a variety of plants, crustaceans, mollusks, and invertebrate species, especially safeguarding our coastal areas. There's more, said Miss Crab. Soaps and perfumes are produced from mangrove leaves and flowers with insecticides to mitigate insects. Bees collect nectar from mangrove flowers to make honey. Mangroves are a safe nursery for marine life. Dried branches are used for firewood and dried leaves for natural fertilizer and artwork. Mangroves can even help treat various ailments such as diarrhea, fever, and wounds. They also store carbon dioxide to alleviate impacts of climate change. No wonder tourists love exploring through the mangroves, snapping pictures and embracing the island vibe.
Remember when teachers came for canoeing? It was so funny seeing their canoes tip over. Luckily, they were pulled back by the brink.
Hey everyone! King Charles even visited our conservation efforts while attending the Chokom we hosted in 2025. It highlighted to the world Samoa's commitment to protecting natural treasures.
That's why resting in this Moata'a mangrove forest is my haven of peace.
Same here. It's the healthiest mangrove in Samoa, the cradle of the Pacific, said Miss Crab softly.
And as the tide gently rose around their roots, the mangroves stood tall, quiet guardians of the brink. The end.
Okay, as we know, it's really important to have our digital resources in our Samoan language as well. Sometimes there are words that can only be said in Samoan. So now we're going to watch the version in Samoan.
Tonga tongo, o leo leo o le tua oi. O le nei tusi wa tusia mo whaia onga, tamaiti ma mātua o le a onga tūlanga lua a Moata'a I Samoa. Tusia e utumapo vai lili fia lua titu pu le a onga. Tā lofa si au la pa, o a mai.
Shhh, file mu anai. Ne I loa mai tā ua e tungani, hula vai, ti o tala, matuu ma manu turu ia. Ua au tilo solo anai ma whai mai.
Oka, o le sio manga whaale nā tura.
Ua ata pa, oi I oe, e tele mea o lau le sami, e whana whanau, ma whaafai lele pepe I nei.
Awoi, pa ai fo'i tamai tungane, ma tamai ula vai lai.
O le tala o folia a anai. Ia ai a, e whepi iti ia au tongo, molo lato wola pui puia, mai le tae au se ia po. E o mai fo'i tamaiti a onga I le tonga tongo, e whaatino ai a lato suenga, whaasai e nisi.
E anoa I nā au ngā o le tonga tonga. Asi au la paa, o le whesiri le a tamai lau mei.
Le nā tonu lava, la tau te whaamamaina le pala, ma o tauta o onani nei mai le vai. La tau te whaaiti iti a fo'i, le tawhia o le pala pala, saunia no foanga mo I ala iti, o le tele o la au ese, o manu e vai a tingi, ma mea o lai malo la tau a tingi. E tele fo'i si o nā o ngā, o le tala lea apaa. E wha o ngā fo'i lau, ma fungala au o le tonga tongo, e ngā osi ai whasimoli, ma whangu whamanungi. E o whanga fo'i I ai pi, ma o la tau mimiti le sua ma le, o fungala au o tonga tongo, e ngā osi ai le meli. O le tonga tongo, o se no foanga malu, e whaafai lele ai mea ola o le sami. E whaau ngā, la mamango e whai ai whawhie, a o laula au mamango e whai ai whapalanga whaanatura, ma wali ngā ata. E whaau ngā fo'i lau, ma o ngā la au o tonga tongo, e whai ai vai, e tonga fiti ai mai e pei o le manawa tata, whiwa, ma manua. E tapu e fo'i e tonga tongo, kasa kāponi, e whai titi ai suwinga, ma ale o le tau. Le iti o a fo'i fia tangata ta whawhao mai whafo, e mata pu e ata o le tonga tongo, ai mai se ua tō sina I le la le lei o le motu o bolu.
O ka fo'i se maa lio o le aso na sae ai pau o whai au, I le la tau alunga waa. Ua laki a le la vea I'o I la tau I le tonga tongo.
Sole, nā siasi mai foi I nei le tupo salisa. I la tātou whaasau le nei. Au wai mai ai I le whonotanga. A tai o mālo le taupulenga. Lea sa tali mālo ai tātou I le lua afe 2.5. Sa tau atu ai I le lalolani le whata ua e Samoa o le vaaia ma le pui a le lei o ana langa oa whanatura nei.
O le mafua anga le nā, o te mālolo mai ei pēr, I le while mō o le tonga tono le nei I Moata'a.
E whapena fo ia, o le tonga tongo au pito I mānaia le nei I Samoa, le pē nina o le Pasifika, na whai mai ei paa.
A o si maria I lunga le sua mai o le tai. A o tūla I pēr ma le le ngau ia le tonga tongo, o leo o le tua oi. whaaiunga.
So that's what the digital animation looks like. The great thing about being digital is that it can reach all Samoan children across the world. I want to ask the project team, if you want to share some thoughts about your contribution to the project. Please don't be shy, because we're here to celebrate you and your school. But when more lea, if you want to come up and say a few words about your contribution to the project.
Talofa again, everyone. Just a few important things we'd like to share with you while we go on with this book. There were lots of issues that we faced, like what we need to write and what we need to delete from the whole process, and how we can start, how we can connect our thoughts with our principle. And it was something that was very new to me, even though we have heaps of books that we have at our principal library that we've already written, but it's not being edited. But this is the first one because it was demanded to be on time, to be finished on time. And I am very pleased to be in this team, because I know I contributed something into the kids' learning, not only for Moata'a Primary School now and the future, but for other Pacific kids and all of Samoan children. Even though my name is not on the book, but it's God's blessing. And I like to hand this over to Miss Fasenga. Miss Fasenga has a lot of input into this book, while we just surface some stuff. Thank you very much.
It's real reason to be optimistic about the future, but we cannot deal with that unless we fully understand how to utilize the present. My sincere gratitude to being part of this very important event. So I would like to take this opportunity to say thank you very much to our principal to let us being part of this very, very essential process into our teaching lives as educators. Ever since we started teaching as educators, we have never been part of such process. Of course, we were able to write books in classrooms with our dear fellow students, but putting this storybook into life has something that we have been so fortunate to being part of. So from the bottom of my heart, we indicated the value of education and the importance of collaboration from the start of this storybook until the end, as you were able to see on screen. So thank you so much, dear principal, despite the fact that we've been so busy teaching, having assessments for the kids. Yes, as he articulated a while ago, we had ups and downs with the team from Newcastle. Yeah, that's how logical life is when it comes to learning and teaching and learning. So thank you so much for letting me being part of this very, very important process. And this will not be the end of this process. So hopefully in the future. Thank you very much.
Talofa everyone. It was a wonderful experience for me also to take part in this team, especially this project. We had to go through a lot of hustle and hustles in this project. You know how we try to vary the tone of our voices, trying to control, and we have to keep on repeating that again and again until we have the accurate tone for the making. So a very big thank you to the team and also the team who were responsible for recording the project. So, but it was a very profound experience for me. It was so fortunate to have that experience. Hopefully in the future we'll have more to come so we can initiate more of these kind of projects to benefit not only the children in Samoa but also children in Samoa in overseas countries. Thank you very much.
Yeah, tau for everyone. It's a very great opportunity for me as well. I know the time they Miss Sakaria Fasing invited me to be part of this. I was on my way home. I locked my classroom and I walked past by her classroom and Mr. Palale was inside and then invited me to come and practice with them. So I thought it was just a practice. And then at the end, and then Miss Sakaria invited me, oh, come, like, we're gonna go to a studio. So I thought, okay, I'm just gonna drop her off. And then met Melissa, and Melissa said, okay, you can come. And then that's how I was part of a project. I didn't know, I thought it's gonna be easy. And when I sat on a table and tried, like what Mr. Palani said, Melissa and the guy who was in the studio tried to correct us, tried to guide us the right tone of and how to pronounce each word correctly so that benefit the students, not just for us, but the students around the world, not just Samoa, but around. It's going to be a global. So it's a great opportunity. It's a blessing for me. I know it's the first time, but I'm so grateful I was being part of this project. But like everyone said, hopefully in the future will be more books and more process coming on our way, and thank you so much.
Yes, teamwork makes the dream work. Thank you so much, Newcastle team, for keeping us motivated. We're so looking forward to keep going with the same process in the near future. Thank you so much.
Well, I think everything is well said by our team. It's just to add to everything, it's just sum up everything in this digital animation. Our mission is written on the wall in front of my office. It goes like this. Sa whakasirika ko mission I ia. Together we learn, together we lead. So it was written and it was given to me since 2018, my first time here in my first contract as a principal. So I wrote and I prepared that mission on for our school. And now I am just looking at this mission is nearly coming into reality. Together, we learn, together we lead. So I keep praying that one day we're going to see the reality of this mission to the community of Moata'a, as well as many parents who are bringing their students from all over, from different villages around town, so that we can offer that assistance to them. So once again, thank you very much, my dear friend Angela Page and your team from Newcastle University, as well as the PKL, Pacific Kids Learning, and everyone who had been given their assistance to this project. We bow our heads to you and thank you very much.
Thank you. We are at the end of our event today. Our lunch is pulling up outside. My reflection, just watching it, because it's been a while since I've watched it, how great is it to hear science story in Samoan? When I was young, I never had any resources like this in school. I never got to learn science or even science terminology in Samoan. So that was my reflection, just to be able to watch the animation just now, to hear science terms and science concepts in our ngangana. It's great to see. And that's thanks to Moata'a. To end our event today, I want to also acknowledge Sprep that are here as well. Did you want to share any words or no? Okay, that was a quick no. Okay, but thank you for coming along. There are many environmental stories to be told. There are many stories hidden within our villages and many solutions hidden within our villages that need to be told. So thank you so much again for this wonderful partnership. I'm going to call my father up to the front. My parents are sitting at the back. They don't often get to see my work. They probably think, well, yeah, this is part of my work. So since my dad's here in Samoa, I'm going to ask him to come and close and give a special thank you on behalf of Pacific Kids Learning. Le wao ngongo tupu le leo. Yeah.
Whawhitai, tai mo lewa noa. Ua wala awina ue whaise tala whaai u. On behalf of Neve, and a team, to say thank you today for our occasion here. Atua Samoa e whātulou le ele. Whātulou fo'i Moata'a malawa. O le whanua o lo tātou iai, o le whanua o Moata'a. Whitoi tonu le whionga ia to whaeono matama, e whapea le nofo I tu ainga, ia tulou le ele, tulou le whanua malona tapu whanua. Ua walauina ue whaise he upu whawhitai, I lau sunga I le lipule, mo le ngā luenga whita, o loo whawhea ngai ma lau sunga I le nei aso, ai maise o le tau veina o le aonga le nei foi tu o le tatou motu. Mātou e o mai o i sifo e nuu leo leo moanga. E whaisima mau atu. Ia o tau le ta o tama o le te haunu. Whawhitai le i le ngā ruenga. Whawhitai le whaia i tau mwhai alonga whanau. E maise o le poto salalau. Ina ia tapue o lata o langa. Ina ia soifua manuia. Maola manuia. I te tonu o le tātou atunu. E rea lava upo e mamori e le nganga whawhitai. Ia lofangia le tua. Whafua lolo soifua. Maua le tō whātatala. Ia ma le tō whawhasau. Ia warwhenga ia i matiu te whapea fo i la tau umolo ngā rurue. I le nei team. Ia whamanuia le tua ia te o tau. Au na o sina mea alofa le titi. O fo ina e le ainga o vai masanuu. Ia mo lau susunga le tai. Po le ulo le aonga le nei aso. Ia a wafo fuanga whai o le vai aso. Whamanuia le tua i le awhia. Whamanuia i lau susunga. Ia mato maloloina. God bless. Thank you.
Just explain, that was a small donation from Dr. Vawiva Ponton from Griffith University. This is actually her village, Moata'a. So she wanted to be a part of today's celebration, but she couldn't make it today. So the donation is on behalf of her and her family who are from Moata'a village as well. So we work together through the Australia Pacifica Educators Network, and they also have an affiliation with the University of Newcastle. Okay, so that brings us to the end of our launch. We have some light refreshments outside. Please stay and have something to eat. We can talanoa some more outside. But thank you so much for your attendance here today. We really appreciate seeing you all here. And to finish off, thank you again from everyone at Pacific Kids Learning, especially to those here at Moata'a Primary School. So please make your way outside and we can have some food together to celebrate this beautiful animation. Whawhatae te lelawa.